It's time to BS.
All right, hold on. Let me go get this thing going. There we go. Oh, that was a
what
nice
you
little
got
pop
there?
there.
Yeah, what you got? What is it? What is
Angry
that
Orchard.
beverage?
Angry
Ooh,
Orchard.
Angry Orchard. There you go.
I highly support that, by the way.
There we go. Of course he does. Of course Kevin does.
Kevin came to life there.
Kevin came to life like The Undertaker.
Boy, that Undertaker be showing up on the show awful lot.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, that's better. That's a better reference than what I was going to say. Maybe I still got, because I still got my Christmas tree up. Don't judge me. But I was going to say he came to life like Frosty the Snowman once the hat got put on.
Happy birthday.
There we go. That's my favorite part of that movie. That cop swallows his whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I love that one.
Do you-
Jimmy Durante, man. Jimmy
Oh,
Durante,
man.
a great narrator in that.
Oh boy, what's your Hall of Fame of Christmas movies? Like Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies.
It's got to be Charlie Brown to lead off.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we gonna? I would say now. Granted, I'm showing my age here. This is a very specific pocket for me, but I love A Garfield Christmas. It's one of my favorite Christmas specials. It came out when I was 4 years old, and I've watched it every year of my life since.
All right.
Okay.
The
Kevin?
Grinch is up there. Original Grinch, though, animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin, what do you got?
Well, we got to put Frosty in there.
Yeah, we'll put it
Yeah,
in
well,
there.
of course. Yeah.
That's a given right there.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm just putting this out there because it just came to me right now. Halloween costume. If I'm having a Halloween party this year, I'm putting it out into the ether. If anyone has a Halloween party that is close to me, I'm going to dress up as Professor Heekle and I'm going to show up there.
It's only January 16th.
I know, but when you have gold that comes into your brain,
this is what we call planning right here.
Yeah.
Where are my tickets? Hold on. I'm going to find my tickets real quick. Oh, there they are. There they are. There they are. All right. BS Express is in full force, ladies and gentlemen. I love these.
Yeah.
Have you ever had these with Fireball?
I have not had them with Fireball. No, I got to try that.
Dangerous game, I'll tell you that much.
That sounds like you might need a safety net handy.
It tastes like apple pie, and I quote by the bartender that turned me on to this idea. Yeah, it tastes like apple pie in like drink form. Like, you have my attention there.
Oh man, is that going to be your beverage of choice for the game tomorrow night?
No, I don't have Fireball on fans, but it stings because I love Fireball and it's delightful. But I don't know.
And it's fitting that we played the train after the BS Express after mentioning Frosty, but I will let everyone know out there, it is not a refrigerated boxcar train like Frosty and Karen and Hocus got on. So we're all right. Our train
That's right.
has
heat. So we got to, adequate temperature wise and you got a guy who's going up and down taking our orders. So
that's right.
We're set.
Dan is regretting that he let me on the podcast tonight.
Shut up, you. Oh, boy. With that being said, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Department of VS. My name is Dan Cruz. I'm the captain of this fine ship. This is Seahawks Sessions, a Time to BS production, a Seattle Seahawks podcast, part of Belly Sports and Belly Media Networks. As per se, I am Dan Cruz. I'm coming to you from the beaches of Long Island, New York, from the capital region of Albany, New York, upstate, up yonder, from No Credits Required, Dustin Henry, over there. Why does my hair look like a who?
I think it looks good, man. I think
it looks like Horton Hears a Who. Where we're just throwing obscure comic, like cartoon references out there. Like, God, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man, I look like a used paintbrush.
Oh, geez.
Well, that's awfully specific.
Yeah.
Not in that kind.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
We didn't even
this
get to Kevin's intro.
That's right. And we're already going in.
already going off the rails and crashing into
going off the
mountains.
rails. We're going in reverse. I'm not too sure here.
We're pulling a John Denver and crashing into a mountain. Oh, God, that was a bad one.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
John didn't do anything to anybody except
What
rejoice the
happened?
world.
That's right.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm in a dark humor mood today. It's bad. From the great state of Texas and Bellevue Fantasy Live is Kevin Wilson in the middle. There we go.
Woo. No darkness
right.
here, just so you know we're aware. Okay.
Yeah, he's over there. How cold is it down there?
It is going, if you can believe this, Sunday morning is supposed to be in the 20s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's... Woo.
Ooh, it's comfy for me.
Yeah, I mean we're colder up here right now, Kevin, but only slightly. Only slightly. Texas
Right.
20s. Wow.
Yeah, at least it's not like in Chicago where it's supposed to be like 8 degrees. And
Oh my God. Anytime I think of Chicago and the cold, I think of Dave Chappelle.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in a
go ahead.
second. But you can like, follow, share, subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast, like, rate, and review the whole 9 yards, and follow the official Time to BS Podcast Facebook page. Just search Time to BS Podcast. So I mentioned Dave Chappelle earlier.
Okay.
That he did a special forever ago, and it's called Sticks and Stones. Do you remember the Jesse Smollett?
Yes, I saw that. It is absolutely on fire.
Hysterical. So, but his just pronunciation was like, yeah, anyone want to talk about the elf in the room? Juicy Smollett?
Oh, man.
That is great.
If you want to get on YouTube and just do a little search, you'll find it.
Oh,
Real
God.
easy.
Hall of Fame
That's
of
right.
comedy. He's
That's
in the
right.
Hall of Fame of comedy.
Right.
Not even close.
The Chappelle show, I used to watch it in college. It was appointment viewing when, myself and my college roommates, we'd watch the Chappelle show. And then I remember, who remembers him in the movie Blue Streak? Does anybody
Blue
remember
Streak.
this?
Yeah.
This Martin Lawrence classic. I love
That's
that
right.
movie.
Yes.
I love that movie. Now,
Yes.
it fits in there. You gotta. It was 2001, 1999. It was a different lens slightly, but that movie, man, he was in that, and the movie's great.
That's why. Why? Because that's why.
Is that from the Pop Copy skit?
It is from Pop Copy. Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
It is from Pop Copy. It's fantastic. Oh, man. We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. We're off to a fantastic start.
Yeah.
But we will begin with some news around the NFL with the Smooth Report. Cue the music. Where is it? There you are. All right. I'm trying to get used to everything again.
Hey,
It's only been a week or 2 weeks since we've done the Smooth Report.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh boy!
So
All right.
bring it in for a landing.
This is the Smooth Report, our weekly segment here, a new segment here on the Time to BS network of shows. We begin in the Meadowlands. The New York Giants have hired John Harbaugh, Super Bowl 47 champion, 18-year veteran with the Ravens, as their next head coach. The contract is still not fully complete, but the terms of the deal include 5 years, $100 million total dollars in the contract, which,
Wow.
if you know the math, $20 million a year.
You can live on that.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
and his family are
Even
going to
in
be
New
all
York,
right.
you can live on that.
Yeah, that's not. No, not in New York. Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, Dustin, you and I both know this.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Atlanta Falcons have hired former league MVP quarterback and all-time great in franchise history, Matt Ryan, as their team's next president of football operations. Matt Ryan was the quarterback of the Falcons from 2008 until 2018, 21?
Yeah, 20.
About a year or two too late.
Yeah, maybe 2020.
Yeah, 2 years too late.
Maybe 2020 because then he had that year with the Colts, which wasn't good.
Wasn't
No.
good.
Yeah,
Wasn't good.
but he had a long run with the Falcons, and he was great for a lot of them.
He was.
He was really good with Atlanta.
Yeah,
Really good. And then they traded him to the Colts, and then the Falcons have been terrible ever since. Weird. Speaking of terrible, the Pittsburgh Steelers have announced that Mike Tomlin has stepped down as head coach of the franchise after 19 years. And yes,
Nobody could have possibly saw that coming.
weird. I'm kind of right. Oh, boy. I have a joke somewhere. I can't find it.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Maybe once you get out of the smooth report, it'll come.
That's
to
right.
you.
It'll come to you.
Yeah, it'll probably come to me eventually. You know? I don't know. But this is the smooth report, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy. That was great.
Love the
Well-
smooth report.
Well,
Love the
now
music.
that because all the other coaches that are searching for a head coaching opportunity,
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
they had to wait till John Harbaugh landed because no one was going to sign any of those guys if they had a chance to get him.
Can we talk about the Tomlin situation a second?
Totally.
Sure.
Because
No, it's not like this is the first time we've discussed Mike Tomlin on the show.
It's true.
thank you, Kevin, for summing that up. Thank you. Yes,
and
Mike
if I might say, I put out a little video about
did.
him.
Mhm.
So
So yeah,
it's
Mike
been
Tomlin.
discussed.
Anyway, Mike Tomlin stepped down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers after 19 years and no losing seasons because that gets you something apparently. So
Well, it's a nice little send off.
okay, so everyone wants to point this out and say like, "Oh, Mike Tomlin's doing himself a favor" and stuff like that. He probably got sick of all the criticism and was like, "You know what? I'm done with this crap, and I just want to move on." Probably go to like a farm in Ohio, like Dave Chappelle does, because throw some Dave Chappelle jokes in there, and just like live in the middle of nowhere and do nothing for 2 years, or go on TV for 2 years.
As I understand it, that's what the where he's leaning to go.
Okay,
TV.
so
Yeah.
so the initial discussion was that, oh my God, Tomlin got fired. He did
didn't.
not get fired. He
That's
stepped
right.
down.
Watch
pulled
my
the-
video. I make that clear.
Yes, he did. He pulled the Sean Payton route, which was like, I'm going to step down, leave with dignity, the whole 9 yards. Oh, hey, John.
How's it going, John?
All right.
All right, he's feeling a little confident there about the 49ers, but
Let's put that to bed right off the bat.
hold on. You're getting ahead of yourself, John. We just started the show.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with Tomlin, that Steeler fans for the last few years, the diehard Steeler fans, we're talking like, in their 50s or 60s, they seen Chuck Noll's Steelers back in the day. Okay, the mighty Steelers defense, Blitzburg from the 70s to like the early 2000s. Okay,
Yeah.
Right.
everyone's pointing out and saying like, "Oh, Tomlin's a great coach. Tomlin's this. Tomlin's that." I'm like, okay, so explain this to me. If Mike Tomlin was such a good coach, how come he hasn't won a playoff game in 10 years?
And this is the real interesting. I'm surprised you haven't brought this up.
Go on.
Okay. He has lost 7 straight playoff games.
Unacceptable.
There's only 2 coaches in the history of the NFL that have lost 7 straight playoff games, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
Take a
Yeah.
wild guess. Kevin, I know you know the answer, but Dustin, take a guess who the second one is.
7 straight playoff games. All right. It's got to be a long tenured coach. It's got to be. All right. I know this isn't right, but I'm going to go with Jason Garrett because he was in Dallas longer than you think.
I will give you a hint.
Okay.
AFC North.
AFC North. Oh, man. Oh, 7 straight. Can't be John Harbaugh.
No.
Okay.
No.
Even worse, Marvin Lewis.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
forgot about Marvin Lewis's run with
Marvin
the Bengals.
Lewis, Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
Those Bengal teams were really good under Marvin Lewis.
They were, but he
And then they got
yeah.
Then they got kind of diminished in the playoffs.
That's an Andy Dalton problem. But anyway, beside the point.
Right.
Andy Dalton and Carson Palmer. But
Do you
anyway,
believe that
well,
Andy
yeah.
Dalton's still in the NFL?
he's still kicking.
Yeah, still going for the Panthers. But I will
Red-
say just quick on the Bengals.
Red Rifle.
Red
Red Rider BB gun.
That's
All right, there you go.
a great nickname too, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
It's a Red Rifle. Yeah, it's a good one. But I will say quickly about those Cincinnati Bengal teams. If Carson Palmer did not get hurt in that game against the Steelers,
2005.
they win the NFC that year, the AFC that year.
Yes.
And they also, if Chris Henry does not pass away, because I think that hurt that team.
Yes.
But
Agreed.
that's a game of what ifs, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Back
you
to
can make a whole show out of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Tomlin and go.
Okay.
There are certain people that have, hell, even on this network that have said, Mike Tomlin's a great coach, blah, 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 blah. He hasn't won a playoff game since 2016. Okay?
Yeah.
His defenses, he is a defensive coach.
Mm-hmm.
His defenses for the last 10 years have not been good. Okay, they've been acceptable, but they have not been great.
Yeah.
He won
Well,
a
that's
Super
what
Bowl.
happens when you're drafting in the 20s every single year.
Won a Super Bowl with Bill Cowher's players. That is a hill I will die on.
It's true.
That is a hill I will die on.
I spoke to a longtime Steelers fan this week, and they said the same thing.
Yes. And Terry Bradshaw, God bless his soul, his Alzheimer's rear end. But he even said 10 years ago, Mike Tomlin is not a great coach. He's a cheerleader. He's a cheerleader guy, and he's going to get you 9-10 wins, but he ain't going to do squat in the playoffs.
Mm.
So for everyone that's saying, like, oh my God, this is the worst decision the Steelers could have ever made, Jamel Hill, like,
Well, shut it. Can I just say this? Can Jamel Hill shut it?
thank you, Kevin.
I am absolutely, completely, and utterly sick of that woman.
Because
Did you hear her comment?
yes, we're not
That
going to
they
mention.
had to hire a black man to
We're
make
not
up
going
for
to mention
them.
it. Just said we're not going to mention it, Kevin. Anyway,
Okay, I just mentioned it because I'm just stop it.
because
Okay.
it's not even just that. It's the fact that Mike Tomlin didn't even because for one, the Steelers' job is not a great job.
It isn't.
It's not.
And so that's why they need to go into it. They're not getting somebody like John Harbaugh.
They're going to get a Brian Flores,
And that's
or someone
not
who has
their
been
MO
there before.
anyway. Their MO since 1969 is to hire a respected assistant coach.
Yeah,
And then, because that's what all three of them were. Chuck
Yeah.
Noll, right?
Chuck Noll, Bill
Yep.
Cowher.
Back
In
before,
81.
10 minutes after the dinosaurs left the earth. That's when Chuck Noll showed up. But that's been their MO.
Yeah.
All the way
He's
through.
Chuck Noll, by the way. But
Yeah.
10 minutes after the dinosaurs showed up. Jeez. That's a reoccurring joke by Kevin.
It is.
It is.
And so I think this is certainly not, and the Steelers fans going to have to understand this. It's not happening this year, maybe not next year, right? But they need to just go ahead and break it down and then build it back up, and it's going to take a while to get there. If they don't accept that, then the Steelers might be bad for a while.
Here's what they should do, and I know that NFL teams don't listen to us because we're not three geniuses with college degrees that know how to run an NFL
We
franchise.
don't need a college degree, all right?
Fair point.
Don't
Anyway,
need it.
what the Steelers should do, they need to tear it down
That's right.
from top to bottom.
That's right.
We're talking TJ Watt. You get
Yeah.
2 or 3 first-round picks for that guy. TJ Watt's that good of a defensive player.
He
I
is.
guarantee you they put TJ Watt in his gigantic contract on the market, he's getting the Steelers 3 first-round picks. Not even close. Cam Hayward, he's probably going to retire.
Yeah.
DK
Right.
Metcalf, you're stuck with him.
You're stuck with him, and I don't feel one bad bit about it.
Dustin, do you feel
One
bad?
iota.
I do not feel bad. No.
I don't feel bad either. You
That's
know
right.
what?
Don't feel bad for the Steelers, and I certainly don't feel bad for him.
Like, guys like Jalen Ramsey are going to get traded. Ramsey's going to get traded again.
Yeah, Ramsey.
That dude's like shouldn't even unpack a suitcase.
No, we.
Yeah, I know that we have been called out on this show for saying that Jalen Ramsey's not a great player.
No, but he's not anymore. He's not. He's not the guy that he was.
Well,
The comments tore us to shreds and said that Jalen Ramsey's still a great player. And I'm like, watch the tape.
Yes.
Watch the tape. This isn't hard.
Yes. All you need to know, and I mentioned it before, but I'm going to
Yeah.
say it again. Whether you like Chris Collinsworth as an announcer or not, it doesn't matter. He played wide receiver in the NFL. Yes, it was in the 70s and 80s, but he played the
that's
position.
20 minutes after the dinosaur.
Great
Yeah.
receiver, by the way.
He played the position, and he, with the telestrator on the Sunday night game against the Ravens, with the telestrator, he pointed out how open Zay Flowers was, not once, but twice.
Yes.
He got behind the defense, and guess who blew that assignment? Jalen Ramsey, the first.
Oh my God.
You know?
Oh my God. It's we can pick on the Steelers all we want, but the same point is like,
Well,
they had to do this.
they had to do this, and I'm not going to pick on them until I see what exactly they do from here.
I'm very curious to see what Omar Khan, the general manager, does
Yeah.
for the Steelers. I'm fascinated to know what the Steelers are going to do. Is Art Rooney II going to get too involved?
Well,
and hire Arthur Smith
good.
or Brian Flores?
Please
Goodbye.
don't well, I'm not a fan of the Steelers, but if go ahead and do that, and then they're going to be in the back of the bus.
Well, Arthur Smith, do you know who interviewed him for the OC job? The
Detroit.
Lions.
Detroit.
I'm like,
yeah.
why?
Why in the world?
Okay. I can defend Arthur Smith in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Arthur
but
Smith
that's
in
it.
Tennessee was good.
Yeah, but then you got Atlanta and you got Pittsburgh after that. And
Okay,
that car's got 3 blown tires on it.
I can defend Arthur Smith to a degree because he went to Atlanta and the offense was okay. He was good in Tennessee. He goes to Pittsburgh, and that's a Tomlin offense. It's the same thing with the Pete Carroll thing. Brian Schottenheimer's a good offensive coordinator. Look at Dallas. Perfect example, right, Kevin?
Absolutely.
Number 1 offense statistically in football.
Right.
Who's the coach? Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
Brian Schottenheimer is a good play caller.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
see where it falls through in Atlanta for me is Atlanta had Arthur Smith. Atlanta has more offensive talent, and Arthur Smith would just make these decisions that he'd all of a sudden decide
I agree with you.
handing it off to Tyler Algiers every 2 seconds when you got Bijan on the roster.
That's right.
And he'd throw all these passes to Jonnu Smith when you invested a 4th overall pick in Kyle Pitts. Didn't use him at all.
Who did really well this past year with the Falcons.
Right. It took him 2 years to get out from underneath that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No kidding, right?
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, Lions, what do you see from Pittsburgh's offense in Atlanta before that says, hey, Art's the guy?
I don't know. Let's go to the Seahawks before one of us blows a head gasket.
Let me just throw in this about Harbaugh.
Please do, Kevin.
Okay, because I'm hearing that John Harbaugh, and I know my brain is blown because I keep forgetting this dude's name.
No,
Todd
it's okay.
Monken?
Todd Monken, we got you.
If he's going to bring in that guy as his offensive coordinator, that's a done. That deal is not happening. Because I don't like his play calling, and I saw this just the other day. Somebody, he would be a great guy for for Jackson Dart. What? I don't buy that for 1 second. If I'm hiring John Harbaugh, that dude is not coming.
Yeah, but that's John. John is loyal to his guy.
That's fine for him, But I'm saying for me, if I'm the owner,
yeah,
then that's okay. You go to Atlanta because that dude's not coming here.
Well, we have to talk about the Atlanta opening because things are emerging that we may be looking for a new OC soon.
Okay, so
we can table that discussion.
I don't think Clint Kubiak gets a head coaching job.
I'm kind of hoping he doesn't.
The only reason I don't think he gets a head coaching job is because he's still technically young in the game as an offensive coordinator.
I agree with that, and he needs to show that he can do that one more time.
Yes,
agree. That, if somebody wants to hire him, that's great. But I think that it would be better for him to come back to Seattle and show out.
Yes, agreed.
We know Seattle's, and we're going to talk about it and everything else, but they're still a young team.
Yeah,
there's still some improvement that offense can make, and if he does do that, then he's going to be right at the top of the list next year.
John made a good point here. Speaking to the Seahawks, great move by John Schneider to take care of the anger management issue called DK Metcalf. DK should have lost his bonus money, but they gave it to him anyhow. Yeah. I mean,
it's true.
It's kind of what the Steelers do. So
yeah, it's.
And looking back at it too, because he was involved in trade rumors almost every year. When you look back on it in recent years, there were multiple reports that he was going to go to the Packers, possibly the Chiefs. So the Seahawks, something was brewing with DK for a little bit there.
Okay. John also pointed out, I don't pay attention to the East Coast teams that you're talking about. No offense, but you guys have. Well, two of us are from New York.
Yeah.
So
two of us are from New York. Let's also be in our defense, John. Dustin's a Yankee fan. I got into the Mariners the last few years. I abandoned New York baseball fandom.
Mm-hmm.
I made the smart call.
Okay, that's looking better and better every not so better after they signed Bo Bichette, but still.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Well, we'll get to that's BS of the week. We'll get to that also. So, spoiler alert, that's BS of the week, but it's just baseball. Well, I don't know. The DK Metcalf trade rumors to me were more of John trying to, how would I put this? See what's out there and to see who's stupid enough to take on the Metcalf contract. Because what we're seeing more and more around the NFL is wide receivers do grow on trees.
Yeah.
We've been seeing it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, unless you got, Jamar Chase going to get paid. Jamar Chase got paid. And then
perfect example.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to get paid.
Perfect example. The Patriots.
Well, yeah.
Look at the Patriots. Who's the number one wide receiver? Kayshon Boutte?
Well, look at the Denver Broncos while you're at it.
Cortland Sutton's a really good receiver. They got Marvin Mims.
After that.
Marvin Mims.
Okay.
I know a couple Bronco fans, so I know some Denver knowledge, but whatever. Okay, the Chargers. Who is their number one receiver? Lad McConkey?
I mean, we
don't want to get into that.
Lad, not this year. This year was Lad their number one.
I was absolutely wrong with him.
It was who was it?
Quentin Johnston.
Quentin Johnston, maybe.
He started out the year on fire, but then
he did.
I would argue Keenan Allen was their biggest receiver. Right. Anytime they need a third down, they're going to Keenan.
Yeah, right.
Except for last week.
Oh boy. Dust, do you have a tune for us by chance before we go off the deep end into Nowhereville?
Sure, I do have a tune.
You actually have a tune?
Oh yeah, I'm always ready. I got to roll the decks up here. Okay.
That's a great reference there.
It is.
Oh, that's phenomenal. All right, hold on. We got to go get this shindig ready. Give me a second. 'Cause for some reason, I deleted the thing.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
the music.
Nope, still here.
All right, here we go.
Found it. Here we go. Cue the music, boys. All right, Dustin, what do you got for us today?
You know, it's funny because sometimes I put a lot of thought into what goes on into the jukebox, and sometimes I just go, you know what? This is matching my mood right now. And this is a little bit of column B. This is what's matching my mood right now. It's winter here. It's getting progressively lighter later, but it's still dark early, and that sometimes that messes with my mood. So you're gonna hear it in the album, and specifically this song that I pick today. But I said to myself, what do I want to put in the jukebox? And I went back to an album that came out in the early 2010s, I believe. I believe it was 2011. Don't quote me. I'm doing this all from memory. It could be 2013 too, but somewhere in that general pocket. And this was a band that the first time I heard them, I said, what's going on with that guy's voice? But I liked it because it was different. It's a baritone. It's a baritone voice. It's a deep voice, and there's something different about it. And the album that a lot of people know by this band, and we might get a song later down the line in the jukebox from that album, Boxer. That was the first album I heard, and the band that I'm talking about is The National. In my opinion, there's almost no better band at building big walls of sounds in the modern era than The National. I'd still like to go see them live, but I'm picking one particular song off of what would be my favorite album by them. My favorite album, the album is called High Violet. If you're feeling a little sad, fire that one up because it's probably going to hit the right spot for you. Because I like to use music when I'm feeling sad. I like to listen to sad music because it helps me process it. It helps me feel it. And the song that I'm going to pick is Little Faith. Little Faith off of High Violet. Maybe the next rainy day where you're not like in the worst mood, but you're not feeling great either. Fire up High Violet, see what you think, because to me, it sets the moods perfectly for a overcast, rainy day, and it's just a nice listen, and maybe you'll feel a little better afterwards, but check it out. Little Faith, High Violet by The National. High Violet, the album, Little Faith, the song, The National, the band.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was Dustin's Jukebox. Before we get to the play... wow. Wow. My tongue just had a stroke.
Oh, man.
Anyway, before we go off to the divisional playoff preview and featuring the Seahawks and stuff like that, we do need to get to our mandatory advertising break. So that being said, gents, is this show free?
No.
Last time I checked, that was no.
All right, hold that thought. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, gents, with that being said, you guys ready to preview the divisional round? So we got 4 games. The Elite 8. That's a... All right.
March Madness.
That's right.
In January.
That's right. That'll work.
All right. Not a good start with the joke button, guys.
Well, and I don't
Not
have a
start.
Dick Vitale impression in me. I can't do it.
Oh, unbelievable!
That's pretty good. It was awesome, baby. When it
I don't believe it. Oh boy.
Oh man. We got another couple months or so for that.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, right. God bless Dick
Yeah,
Vitale.
we got to get past Monday before we start worrying about all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we got 4 games for us. We're gonna start off in Chicago. Speaking of Jesse Smouillet,
Chicago.
I sound like Fargo.
No, it was good. It was good.
Oh,
I liked
jeez.
it. Oh no.
Oh no, Cheryl. I gotta tell you. Oh, jeez. My car insurance through the roof.
Oh man.
Oh boy. No, I don't know where he went.
Oh man.
All right. All right. The Los Angeles Rams go on the road to face the Bears. That's a great SNL reference.
That's right. It is. It is.
So the Chicago Bears, it is going to be stupid cold
Yeah.
That's
in
right.
Chicago.
I grew up about 40 miles from there. I know all about it.
You did, Kevin. You did.
Man.
I never had I don't know if you want to call it misfortune of going to a game at Soldier Field in the middle of
not
winter
yet.
time. So
Is it beautiful?
I can only imagine. I have not done that.
Oh. All right.
I can only imagine because it's right there on the lake.
It is.
man.
It is.
And I don't know if you guys, because Buffalo gets all that, wind.
The lake
Yeah.
effect snow,
wind
yes.
effect and everything else. So I don't know if you all get that or not, but
No, they don't get it. We don't get as much. Dan probably doesn't get as much as me, and then I don't get as much as any of them. But Syracuse is the snow belt in here if we really
So-
want to start talking about it.
Here on Long Island, because we're surrounded by freaking water.
right.
We're surrounded by water because we're an island.
Yeah.
We have island snow every now and then. So every now and then the bay freezes, and then the North Shore of Long Island is completely frozen.
Mhm.
So when that happens, you get a big snowstorm incoming, and we're supposed to be getting another few inches of snow here and there over the next couple weeks. But when the blizzards come, they hit us hard. They really do down here. Kevin, you picked this first because I want to say something, but I'm
Okay.
going to keep it to myself.
Okay.
I'm going to let the two of you go first. So Kevin, lead us off. Who do you
Okay.
got winning this game?
All right. So the interesting thing about this is the Rams are 3.5-point favorites going into this game.
Huh?
They are 3.5-point favorites.
Keep going.
Okay. And this is going to, depending on the wind and all that, but this is going to be one of those, and the over under, okay, just throw this out there, is 48.5. So I suspect this is going to be an offensive game, depending on the wind. That's what, that wind comes in there, then this is going to be a problem for both Matt Stafford and the Bears as well. But if they can, it's going to be cold, so both teams going to have to deal with that. I think the Rams are going to have it, because the question, wouldn't the cold affect you? Of course it will. I don't. They're from LA, but it wouldn't matter a whole lot of wherever they're from. But it all comes down to the Rams. Ever since they've lost to the Seahawks, have not looked impressive. Because remember, they lost to Atlanta, right?
Yep.
They beat Arizona, big whoop-de-doo. Then last weekend, they went exactly the opposite direction of what I thought they were going to do. I thought they were going to go into Carolina and just take care of business. But it took a last-minute touchdown for them to win that game. And, the Panthers are a team that the Seahawks absolutely destroyed in Carolina, by the way.
Mhm.
And so the Rams need to find their mojo, and they need to find it fast. And the defense for the Bears is a huge problem. And so if they can't find an answer, because the Rams got everything. They've got the running game, they've got the passer, they've got Puka, they've got Devontae Adams. And so I think that's too much offense for the Bears defense to handle. So I think the Rams are going to win this game. But I would not be surprised. And Chicago, they have, I think the number was they've won 7 games late in the fourth quarter this year.
You are not mentioning the one thing that ultimately decides this. Doesn't Chicago lead the league in turnovers?
That's what I was going to say. Their
They
defense,
do. They do. I've got
That's their
information.
saving grace.
That is their saving grace, but you can't always count on that.
Correct.
yeah.
And so
Look it up. Look at the Seahawks.
I know that's true, so I'm kind of dismissing that particular because that masks the deficiencies that the Bears have on their defense.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think that Matt Stafford will not be, he's had some turnovers of late. But I
Correct.
think that's not going to be a big issue because he's Matt Stafford. So
What's your score prediction there,
the
Kevin?
score prediction I'm going to go with is I'm going to say that this is going to be one of those games where it's like Rams 30, Bears 27.
Dustin?
All right, I got a slightly different feel for the game, I think, and it's because I am a big believer in momentum, and the Bears have momentum right now. The Bears have Ben Johnson has that team believing that they can do anything. I mean, the Packers were up 21-6. 21-3 at the half, 21-6 late into the third quarter. And they blew that lead. And I would argue that now the Rams defense has been good. The Rams defense has been good, but the Packers defense was no slouch. That's what everybody forgets. When they lost Parsons, everybody says, oh, their defense is done. Their defense is done. No, that defensive unit was still a lot of the same defensive unit that beat the brakes off the Cowboys in the playoffs the year before. So that Packers defense was no slouch. I think they were top 11 or 12 in the league. So it wasn't like the Packers defense is a joke. Okay. But the thing that I would like to point out, I'm picking the Bears in this. I think this game is going to be 21 Rams, 28 Bears, because I think the Bears are going to do it late and they're going to do it again. Caleb Williams threw for 150 yards in the fourth quarter last week. And also, Matthew Stafford, you hit it on the head, Kevin. Matthew Stafford going into that Falcons game, he had 6 interceptions total on the season. In that game, he threw 3 alone. And then in these playoff games, he threw 2 picks against the Panthers last week. It was Mike Jackson both times. So Matthew Stafford is not quite playing. He's still playing very well. And I will tip my hat to Matthew Stafford, one of my favorite players for a long time. But he's kind of slipping a little bit. And I just think that this Bears defense is going to be able to get a turnover. And then the Bears, that fourth quarter momentum is going to pick in. Ben Johnson's got them believing in it.
I don't think this is going to be a close game.
Oh, you think it's going to be a blowout, huh?
I think it's going to be a blowout.
Okay.
And I am worried about that because the Bears defense has playmakers, but they're not great playmakers. Montez Sweat has played out of his mind.
Yeah, I would say Montez Sweat is a great playmaker. I would say he is.
Grady Jarrett's there. People forgot Grady Jarrett's with the Bears now. Mm-hmm. Tremaine Edmonds is there. Jaquan Brisker, good safety. Kevin Byard leads the league in interceptions. Jalen Johnson, top 5 corner in the league. No debate there, right?
I don't think so.
No
debate there. CJ Gardner-Johnson. There's a weird there's a weird butterfly effect called the CJ Gardner-Johnson effect with teams.
Yeah, it's
weird. Whenever he goes to teams, they suddenly get good. I don't know why that is. Because he's a head case.
Well, he is. Well, and the thing was, he He was on the Eagles, right, last year.
Yeah.
And then they trade him to the Texans, or he
I think it was
signed with the
Texans,
Texans.
I think he was with the Texans or the Saints. I'm not sure, but he was
He
definitely
wasn't
New
with
Orleans one year.
He wasn't with the Texans for very long. They released him, if I'm not mistaken. And
I think so, yeah.
And now he's on the Bears now, yeah.
But it's Chicago's offense. Ben Johnson, you hit it right on the head, Dustin. He's got them believing.
Right.
He's got them believing. And the other thing is, if this were in Los Angeles, different story. This is in Chicago in the middle of winter in January. That crowd is going to go insane.
Yeah.
And it's going to snow in Chicago. I don't know about you, but also, here's the other thing you guys are not mentioning. The Rams, historically, do not play in Chicago very well.
What is he, like 1-7?
They're like 1-7 in their last 8 games or something like that in Chicago.
Yeah. I saw that stat as well.
And it's they're not close games. So I'm gonna go with Chicago 33, Rams 14.
Oh wow, okay.
I think it's gonna be a 21. I think it's gonna be a blowout. And that's what worries me, because if Seattle takes care of business, they're gonna have to play the Bears in the NFC title game.
Yeah, that's gonna be could be tough.
And John's also mentioning this too in the chat. Stafford's hurt.
He is, yeah. Yeah, in those years too, because I mean, he's played in a little bit of cold weather from his years in the NFC North, but the thing is, the Lions' home games were in a dome.
Yeah, they were in a dome. And
so we don't really know how he plays in the cold. He hasn't had to do it in a long time.
Correct.
Right.
I don't know. This screams blowout or close game, both in Bears' favor. I think the Bears take care of business. Off to the NFC Championship game. We now go to Foxborough, where the Patriots host their first AFC Divisional playoff game in what feels like 20 years, but it's only been like 10 plus.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Patriots face the number 1 defense in the Houston Texans.
Right.
I'm going to start off. I think the Houston Texans go to their first AFC Championship game in history. And they take care and they shut down the Patriots. I'm going to go with, I think they hold the Patriots to 2 field goals.
Oh, wow. Okay.
17-6 Houston.
Wow. All right.
I think they shut down the runner-up for the MVP, because Stafford's win the MVP. I'm not having any arguments with that on my end. I think Stafford's the MVP.
He's great.
Okay.
He's been great.
In the real world, sure.
All right. Kevin, what do you got?
Okay, so my issue with Houston right now is the announcement today that Nico Collins will not play.
Wow, I didn't know that.
No, he's out.
Oh, that might actually change my prediction.
Play.
That might change my prediction, actually.
Other than C.J. Stroud, there's not a player that Houston could afford to lose any more than Nico Collins.
Wow. Where's the receiver depth? Hold on, I'm checking now.
And the performance of C.J. Stroud against the Steelers gives me pause, because I don't know what that little flea flicker or whatever, throwing the ball around that they did, where they fumbled the football. They better just send that to friggin' Siberia somewhere.
To the underworld.
Yes.
To the fiery pit of Mordor.
Somewhere. Okay, because that was awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
And so the question for me is Houston's going to have to hold New England, and I think they can. But the question is, can Houston generate enough offense to win this game?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't think they can.
Yeah, Houston's offense is a gigantic question mark and a half.
It was anyway. And to lose Nico Collins, I think it's going to be New England 20 and Houston 13.
All right.
Dustin, what do you got?
I see this game similar to you, Kevin, because the Texans' defense is all world. And if the Patriots' offensive line can't figure out a way.
That's right. And I didn't mention they've got 2 rookies on their offensive line. That's a huge problem for New England.
Yeah.
Will Campbell's a good player, though. Will Campbell's really good, though.
If they cannot figure out a way to protect Drake May, this could be, on No Creds, Ryan's been very vocal that Drake May will be exposed. I think it happens, but I'm with you, Kevin. We've seen what the Houston Texans offense looked like without Nico Collins, and they don't have Tank Dell either, if memory serves. He was their other big threat.
Tank Dell's off for the year, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't had Tank Dell for a while. They look like a different offense when both of those guys were in there last season. But I think the defense is good enough to keep this game close, and I think Drake May is going to struggle with this a little bit. So I think ultimately New England pulls it out because you mentioned it. The Texans offense is a huge question mark, and some of the stuff that CJ Stroud was doing with the football, he had the 2 fumbles because he was holding it way out in front of him.
Yeah.
So I think this game 14-10. Patriots move on.
All right. You know what? Clean sweep. I'm taking the Patriots actually because I didn't know Nico Collins was playing.
We talked him over to our side.
I didn't know Nico, which is weird because I did not like the Patriots for a long time. No,
Well, that's the thing of this Patriots team. Because on the old Patriots team, it was everything you could possibly dislike about.
Correct.
Them. Everything.
Correct.
This Patriots team, it's very difficult to find anything to dislike about it. Whether it's
you could dislike Stephon Diggs. That's okay.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs, okay.
Yeah.
That's it. You're golden on that. So
yeah. Every time I think of Stephon Diggs, I think of that Family Feud skit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know if I do.
So Steve Harvey goes, one of the questions, it was like one of those quick questions.
Yeah.
And he goes, leave it what? And Stephon Diggs goes in.
Oh man. I didn't see that one.
And that broke Steve Harvey. It was phenomenal.
Yeah. I all right, so there's one
that broke Kevin.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, Steve Harvey. I like Family
It's
Feud,
hard to
man.
make him break too. It's hard to make Steve Harvey break.
I know, but there was one where this guy, and it's a clip, you can find it online, and I forget what the question was. I think it was like, name something that like you walk in, if you walked into your house, you wouldn't like it, and the guy buzzes in as quick as anybody, and how he thinks this would be on the survey, I have no idea. He must have just said the first thing came to his mind. He said naked grandma. And if you look at the expression on Steve Harvey's face, like his brain is computing and he can't like believe that somebody said that.
To be fair, no one wants to see that.
No, I mean, it's true. It's true, but who's going to say that on the street? Yeah. What person that you survey?
You might want to check into some, some kind of therapeutic help.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that raisin.
No. It's not the kind of raisin you eat goldfish with either. I had to get you. It's been a long time.
That was good. That was really good. Oh man, that was awesome.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Oh boy. For tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, we've been off the rails for a long time.
Yeah, we're gonna get those comments again, like one of the comments that we got on one of the shows. They're like, yeah, these guys talked about the Seahawks for 20 minutes and then talked about movies or whatever they said.
we do that.
I saw that comment. I did.
We do that.
You know what? Whoever made that comment actually timed how long we talked about the Seahawks.
That's great. You want to know why, ladies and gentlemen? Do you want to know why?
Why? Because them, that's why.
Starts a conversation like that. I just sat down.
For those who are unfamiliar, the reason why we bleep them out, code violations. Anyway,
Yeah. Maybe we don't want to violate, any statute. So
yeah, we really don't. No, we don't. Statue of Liberty, though.
good.
Oh man.
All right, that was bad. That was a bad joke. All right, I tried. We now go to the Mile High City.
Okay.
Mile High Club.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills go to Denver to face the number 1 seeded Denver Broncos. Here's the thing. I found this out. Keon Coleman and Ed Oliver active for this game for the Bills.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Huge.
I didn't
Okay.
realize he was
They were
active.
down to just about nothing other than 2 players on offense.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's not that I don't trust Denver. I think Denver is really good. I think Denver, between them and New England, are the most overall best teams in the AFC. Not because they're the 1 and 2 seeds.
Yeah.
I think all around, if you were to look at the AFC and go, oh yeah, they're in the Super Bowl for a reason. It's Denver or New England, I would not be surprised. Would not be shocked in the slightest.
Yeah.
Like Sean Payton in 3 years has gotten this team to be a juggernaut. Say what you want with Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Say what you want. Say what you want. Who would have thought one of the worst trades in franchise history for the Broncos was a godsend for them? Who would have thought? Who would have thought the Russell Wilson trade?
Yeah.
But here's why Buffalo has the advantage. Josh Allen.
That's
Josh Allen. So the worst thing Denver could do is to keep this game close.
Yeah.
Worst thing that can happen is for this game to be close.
yeah.
I think Buffalo wins it off the kick, off the leg of the Broncos' former kicker, Matt Prater.
Matt
I think they
Prater,
pull off the
man.
upset. I think the Bills march off to New England to face the Patriots in the AFC title game.
Oh man.
24-21. Buffalo takes it.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh, Jesus, John Bout. The Bounty Gate comment. For God's sakes. All right. I love that Saints team. I'm sorry, I did. I loved those Saints teams. I really did. All right. Dustin, what do you got for us?
Man, this is the game that I'm having the hardest time calling.
Yes.
Okay. Because Denver and Broncos fans are probably going to get mad. They're going to say he's discounting the team. He's discounting the team. I am not. Denver's defense is very good, but they are elite at one thing, getting after the quarterback.
Absolutely.
But here is the thing. Josh Allen is kind of, and I'm going to make a comparison, but stay with me. Remember how Ben Roethlisberger was hard to bring down because he was big and he was somewhat mobile? I feel like Josh Allen is the much, much, much more athletic version of that. Okay?
He is.
So I think that you're right, Dan. I just feel like, and maybe I'm picking with my heart a little bit because I'd love to see Buffalo advance because of watching the 4 falls of Buffalo, that great 30 for 30. If you've never seen it, it makes your heart break for them a little bit, and it makes you realize how good they are. And you said it, Dan. I think we've all said variations of the same thing. This is the Bills' window. This is it. There's no Burrow. There's no Jackson. There's no Mahomes.
None. No excuses.
This is the clearest path they will have. And all year, I've been saying the Bills formula, all they have is James Cook, who I believe finished as the leading rusher in the league. I can't remember, though, but I think if not, he was close.
You're correct, I believe.
Okay. So they have James Cook, they have Josh Allen, and they have the 2 tight ends. And so far, that's worked. And they went up against a Jacksonville Jaguars defense that is very good last week. And they came out victorious on the strength of Josh Allen and the aforementioned tight ends. The Bills have playoff experience, but what I think the wild card in this game is, I don't trust the Broncos offense. They almost lost to the Jets in London. Let's not forget about that. The Jets led for most of that game, and we know the offensive woes the Jets had this season. I don't trust that Broncos offense. If they get out to a fast lead, that's one thing, but I don't think that's going to happen against this Buffalo Bills team. And the Bills defense has been opportunistically good when they've had to be. So I think the Bills win this one. I think it's the Broncos 17, the Bills 20. I'm with you, Dan. I think a field goal decides it.
All right. Kick for the win, boys. Kevin, what do you got for us?
Okay, so the key to this game to me, we all know about the quarterback. We know this. Okay. Denver's defense is number 2 against the run. And so that's going to cause some problems for James Cook to me. Mm-hmm. And from what I understand, we shouldn't have to worry about any kind of, it's Denver, so it's going to be cold, but it's warmer than the other 2 games we just talked about.
Correct.
And so I don't see any kind of problem with the weather with that one.
So play me some mountain music.
Yes.
That's a great reference for those who get it.
So that's not going to impact the 2 teams, I don't think. But can Denver, because James Cook needs to balance out a little bit about Josh Allen. It can't be Josh Allen, and that's all. And so, but that kind of concerns me about them being able to take James Cook out of the mix on this one. And Denver's a 1-point favorite. It's the closest out of all these 4 games we can discuss.
Wow, really?
Okay.
Yes. And so I think playing in Denver, it's not going to matter, because their Bills are cold weather guys anyways, but playing in Denver is a whole different scenario because, as you know, it's a mile high. And so I think that's going to cause problems for them. And so I think that Denver is going to be able to find enough offense. Their defense is going to be good enough to be able to come out of this with a victory, as long as Bo Nix doesn't have a problem, because the Bills' defense is number 1 against the pass.
Which is amazing considering their corners.
It is. They're horrible against the run, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where they get gashed, yeah.
That's where they get gashed. And so I think Harvey can cause some problems for them on the ground. If that's what happens, I think that Denver's going to go ahead and win this game. I'm going to say Denver 20, and Buffalo is going to be right there, but it's going to be Denver 20, Buffalo, I'm going to say 17.
All right. We go to the main event of the preview.
Oh, man.
Round 3, baby. 49ers, Seahawks, round 3. So the injury report is interesting.
You talked about needing CPR yesterday.
I told you guys to drop the liquor. So drop the tequila, please. Elijah Royal, Josh Jones are out.
Okay.
There was a phantom Sam Darnold oblique injury, which he later disclosed, I feel fine. I'm golden. I'm good to go. Even Mike McDonald even said himself, Sam's good to go. No big deal. Because they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. I think San Francisco is going to come out fiery.
That's how I feel about it.
San Francisco, 2 weeks ago, I'm convinced the 49ers blew that game. They had this game on their radar.
Yeah.
I think they knew the Rams were going to take care of the Cardinals. I think they knew Los Angeles was going to beat the Panthers a week later, because I think they knew Philadelphia was going to just poo-poo all over the bed. Yeah, basically. What was that, Kevin?
Gag it.
Yeah, pretty. All right, anyway. So and what happened? Philly loses, 49ers advance, they go to Seattle. However, Niner fans are saying all these things like, oh, this is, what happened last time the 49ers went to Seattle? That was week 1.
Yeah.
You might as well be talking about 5 years ago.
That was week 1.
Right.
So I think it's going to be tight.
Yes.
I think it's going to be close.
Yes.
I think it's going to be as low scoring as you're going to get. I think you're going to get the same score as what happened week 1. What was it, 17-13 49ers?
Yeah,
Correct.
I think so. Yep.
Flip it.
All right.
I think Seattle takes it 17-13 over the 49ers. What was that, Mrs. Wilson?
The cat's up here to discuss the Seahawks with us right now.
Oh,
Oh, hey. There we go. There we go. And John's also mentioned the point here, and we're going to add on to that. The Seahawks are cracking down on season ticket holders for reselling
I
their
must have
tickets.
seen 3 or 4 references to that this week.
They're cracking them down because Seahawk fans, season ticket holders, have this weird thing where they just sell resell their tickets. Over the last few years, that's become incredibly obvious because how many 49er fans do you see in Seattle? For God's sakes.
Yeah, in week 1 there was a lot there.
It's going to be
Because that was
loud.
discussed, if you remember, that was discussed before the first game ever even happened.
It's going to be loud. It's going to be loud there.
Yeah.
Reportedly, Marshawn Lynch is going to raise the flag.
Oh man.
Okay,
that'd be
'cause
awesome.
Oh boy!
I heard that all these people want, Pete Carroll to do it.
I don't. If they make it to the NFC Championship, I think Carroll's going to do it.
Okay.
Oh man.
Either him or Jody. Either him or Jody Allen.
To that.
That would be cool.
Seahawks 17, 49ers 13. They march to the NFC title game where they will play the Bears. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Team of Destiny, boys. We'll get to Kevin's keys of the game. We have that slate, and Dustin, you go first before we let Kevin have the floor.
Yeah, it's a bit on this show, but it's how I am. I am nervous. I kind of wish we were not facing the Niners again. These are two teams that know each other very well. And I don't think the Kittle injury, because prepare yourselves, gentlemen, because if the Niners lose this game, we are going to hear all about how it would have been different if they had George Kittle and blah, blah, blah. And we didn't have Fred Warner. They're going to come up with all these reasons, right? Because that's what teams do.
Yes.
And fans do. But I think the Niners, I'm with you, Dan. They will be better prepared this time. Because make no mistake, they probably came in super confident. They're like, we're averaging 35 points a game with all the injuries we've had. Brock's coming in. The Seahawks limited Christian McCaffrey to 23 yards. I do not think that happens a second time. I think he has a slightly better game, and I think they get him more involved as a receiver out of the backfield than they did last game. I think last game against the Niners, he had 66 yards receiving if memory
Something
serves.
like that, yeah.
But I think that the Seahawks will be prepared for the Niners punch. But I think this is going to be a typical NFC West battle. These two teams are going to play each other hard. It's going to be very physical. The Niners defense is a proud defense. They're going to show up despite all their injuries. But I think that the Seahawks take it. It's a close one. It's a nail biter. I'm going to go 14-17. But I think it's the Seahawks. They take it again.
Kevin?
Ready.
Go.
All right. So first key to this game to me is the running game of the Seahawks. Okay? Because that running game against that last game against San Francisco, they won that game because the running game showed out.
Yup.
And if you remember the 3rd and 17 play that they gave it to K9, and he converted that to a first down, and they switched to Lynch, or not Lynch, is that his name?
Charbonnet.
No, the guy, the 49ers.
John Lynch? Yeah, John Lynch
up there. You could his reaction, and he knew right there and then that game was lost. And so the running game, we've been talking about it all year. They have improved themselves, and it used to be that Charbonnet couldn't, he would give you 5 yards, that's it. But that 17-yard touchdown run showed you exactly what he's able to do. I think the running game is key for them. to be able to keep the 49ers off the field. So that's key number one. Key number two, Sam Darnold. Okay? And he leads the league in turnovers. I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
I didn't know.
Okay? And so, but that problem has been solved for the most part the last couple of games. And so Sam Darnold, oblique, whatever it is that's going on with him, can he, and I think he will, be able to play within himself? The running game will take care of, because they can't rush the passer anyway. And so I think Sam Darnold can be back there. He can, operate safely, make the plays when he has to, but he has to be able to avoid the negative plays. If he can avoid that, Seahawks are in great shape. And the third key is CMC. And this is an amazing stat to me. He's played 8 playoff games in his career. He has 100 scrimmage yards in all 8 of those. He's the only player in NFL history to be able to do that. 8 playoff games, 100 scrimmage yards. And no one else has ever done that.
Shut him down.
So you have to make sure that number does not go to 9.
Yeah.
Okay? So if they can cut him down, and I couldn't believe it yesterday because Vince, my good friend, was talking about this game, and I made the mention about how George Kittle's loss is a big loss. And he said, I don't think it's such a big loss. Absolutely, it's huge. Because the Seahawks, remember, their defense is solid, but their defense against tight ends is not good. Mm-hmm. But they don't have to worry about this now. He's one of the best tight ends in football. He's not just some guy who just wandered it off the street. He's a great player. They don't have him. CMC, he scored 2 touchdowns against the Eagles, but it was on the air. Mm-hmm. He caught those 2 touchdowns. So they need to limit him, keep him below 100 scrimmage yards. If they can do all that, then I think the Seahawks are going to take this game. They're going to get after Brock Purdy. I think that I'm not buying the 7 points. I don't know where exactly that came from, but it's kind of interesting to me because Seahawks are 7-point favorites, but this power index, I don't know who comes up with that, how it's equated, how it's, math is not my strong suit to begin with, but they have a 60% chance of winning, the Seahawks, according to this power index. The Rams are 3-point favorites, and they have a 61% chance of winning. I'm not sure how this works. So I think the game's going to be close like you guys, but Jason Myers is not going to miss 2 field goals like he did in that last game. So I'm going to go with Seattle 20 and the 49ers, I think 13. Well, no, that would be 7. I'm going to go and I'm going to tie the 7 points. 20-13, Seattle. Seattle wins this game.
All right. So, oh boy, we still keeping our NFC, AFC title game predictions up and rolling.
Yeah.
Let's wait till next week before we get for the title games.
Keep that. In the back, of the trailer a little bit, and we'll.
John's the most confident of all of us here.
He is
31-6.
He is.
I don't know the Niners.
You might want to check his alcohol consumption.
Tom, what are you drinking over there? What are you drinking over there?
I think I can say safely that whatever else happens, 31-6 will not be the case.
Because John's in Canada, right? What are you drinking up there?
Yeah,
we do.
Oh no,
we do like.
We do Captain Morgan up there. Is that what that is?
He's got Captain Morgan up there.
Maybe Wild Turkey, right? That's a Canadian whiskey. But I thought is it
Elijah Craig? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably, yeah. I don't know.
But I do have to say there's one reason for John's confidence that I do, and it dovetails to one of your keys, Kevin. The Seahawks have not allowed a rush over 12 yards.
I saw that
in the last 5 weeks of the regular season.
I saw that,
and you got to figure who are some of the running backs they played.
My bad, John. He's in Oregon.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I thought
Oregon. Okay,
I knew he was in Pacific Northwest because I was about to say I thought he was in Seattle, but
what's the beer of choice in Oregon?
Yeah, what is your beer of choice over there, John? Or tequila?
Okay.
Or both.
Yeah.
Both is good.
Or are you a whiskey man, John? Like I'm a whiskey man. I like whiskey.
Shout out Molly Hatchet.
Molly Hatchet.
Great band.
Yeah.
Great
Great
band. Yeah, absolutely.
And let
All
me
right.
tell you, if I drink too much whiskey, I'm flirting with disaster.
Oh,
Here we go. You know what? That was good. That was really good.
well, that was just about as
That
smooth
was
as could be
well
right
done
there.
Dustin. Look at you, the jukebox is in full force.
It's coming out.
Oh, that is great.
Oh man, Rogue was good, John.
Wow.
Rogue was very good. I used to have their Dead Guy ale. That was good.
Oh man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh boy, who's ready to get the BS of the week before we close up shop?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna make Kevin very mad. This week's edition of BS of the week, Major League Baseball,
Okay,
in honor of.
bring it.
Oh, hold on, what we got here? Oh, hold on. Who's this individual?
I do not know. I'm
You must be new here, ladies and gentlemen. You must be new here.
perhaps we
We
have a
show no bias here, shockingly enough. We really, I mean, Kevin, Mike, considering, look at his flag behind him.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
pretty
Jazz,
awesome.
Dodgers, Clemson, Seahawks in there somewhere.
Seahawks is at the top.
Seahawks at the top. Okay, at the top of the
Yeah,
totem pole, Kevin.
I should make it so that I could put some, what do you call those? The grommets?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That at the
yeah.
bottom so I could switch it. And so the Seahawks would be more prominently displayed behind me.
Grommets.
Is that what they call them? I don't know.
Wallace and Gromit?
I knew.
All right,
I
there
knew
we
it was
go.
coming. I knew.
Of course you did. Of
He
course
was
you
going to get
did.
it in there.
Of course you did. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. All right. So this week's edition of BS of the Week, Major League Baseball, because
Why not?
there's a lockout incoming.
Oh man.
I'm convinced. Okay, Kevin, hold on, Mr. Dodger fan. Hold on.
Okay.
So
I
the
had
Los
said nothing.
Angeles Dodgers signed Kyle Tucker to a
Okay.
4-year, $240 million contract.
Right.
How much of that's deferred, Kevin?
Probably 210.
There's my point. There's my point. I think the CBA is going to crack down. The next CBA, the next collective bargaining agreement, is going to crack that down. And that being said, there's going to be there's going to be no baseball in 2027.
Oh man.
None. I don't think so. And I think they're going to push the salary floor. They're going to push the idea of a salary floor
Which,
because
I can get behind the salary
Okay.
floor.
any
Yeah, I
old
would
school
like that.
baseball fan, okay, Kevin, you would agree with me on this. Baseball is ran by 4 teams now in terms of money. The Dodgers, obviously, the Yankees, obviously, to a degree Boston, and now the Mets.
Well, yeah, I was going to say put the Mets on that list and also put the Phillies on the list. The
Philadelphia's on there?
The Yankees are
Well,
not.
Blue Jays.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can put the Blue Jays too. 'cause
People
I'm-
forget that. Blue Jays were number 5
Yeah,
last
Okay.
year on spending.
Okay, but the point is the Yankees and Dodgers have been kings of spending for what, 5 decades?
for a long
Well,
time.
hold up.
But
Okay.
Hold up, hold up,
Defend your
time out.
Dodgers there, Kevin.
Okay,
Defend your
because
Dodgers.
remember in the early 2000s, the Dodgers almost went bankrupt.
That I forgot about that part.
Okay, Frank McCourt almost had them in
that's
bankruptcy.
right.
That's right. Good point.
And in the
point.
90s, the Dodgers were awful.
Yes.
Okay,
How they didn't win more titles in the 90s with all those rookies of the year?
yeah, they
no
had like
idea.
5 of them in a row. But in
Kevin Brown.
Oh, 90s baseball. What a
yeah.
time that was.
yeah, not a good time. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway, and so the Dodgers were almost just in bankruptcy court, and they weren't good. So then you fast forward to the 2010s. The Dodgers are winning division every year, but guess what? They didn't win.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't win till the strike shortened year of 2020. I was there because they played the games here in Texas.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And so I'm not feeling the least bit bad that the Dodgers are playing the way that they're doing what they are. They are spending 73% of their revenue on salaries.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
It's not their fault that they have money coming in.
No, it's not. But my point is, you got teams like the one I root for, the Mariners. You got teams that have owners that have pockets of cash.
That's right,
Yeah.
and they get money from the Dodgers because they put money in that tax pool.
Yeah, the
Which
luxury
to
tax
me,
pool. Yeah.
What's the difference between a salary cap and this luxury tax pool?
Not much.
They're paying money into it anyways to teams that don't use it to improve themselves. That's the
Miami.
part that needs to be corrected.
Yes.
If the thing that annoys the crap out of me, I remember the Giancarlo Stanton trade and how much it pissed off South Beach. Like it was yesterday. I remember my hero, Dan Le Batard,
That's because he hit 50 home runs. Now.
screaming at the commissioner, Rob Manfred. Hey,
What exactly
Rob.
is he supposed to do?
Rob, did you know that the Marlins were going to trade assets and slash payroll the way they just did? Oh, I didn't know that. I was like, of course you knew that. You're the commissioner of Major League Baseball. How do you not know that? Because you got teams like the Athletics, okay?
Yeah.
Milwaukee's dog crap in terms of payroll, but they're winning, so who cares? So you got fans showing up.
Right, and they do. I've been to Milwaukee. I've seen a Milwaukee Brewers game live. I was there.
Stadium.
And so I know what kind of fan base they have.
Okay. But the point is the teams like Seattle, Miami, Baltimore,
Yeah.
Baltimore
Those teams
just signed Pete Alonso, so
those teams that have pockets of cash, and we know they do, and
They
do
do.
nothing to spend it. Okay, besides Pete Alonso, the Orioles do nothing every year.
well,
The
that's
last
why they went
15
from
years.
100 wins a couple of years ago to baseball last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're
It's
at
just
least- They'll
John,
spend
you're a
more.
Mariners fan. Yeah, go ahead, Dustin. Sorry about that.
They'll spend more than they did when the Angelos owned the Orioles, but yeah.
Yes.
they
Well,
still-
yeah,
they still-
your
Yes.
granddad could spend more money than what he spent.
But like
Yeah.
it's so stupid how we're gonna have a lockout and it's the owner's fault.
Yeah.
It is.
It is 100% the owner's
The
fault.
owners, this is the thing. The owners want the players to hold them down
They're never gonna do
from
it.
spending money. And the players are never. Because we're talking about the most powerful union in sports.
Yes, not even close.
It's not even close.
More powerful than hockey. More powerful than basketball.
You could add all those guys together, and it's not as powerful.
More
as the Major
powerful
League
than
Players
basketball. It's kind of
Association.
hilarious. It's kind of funny that it's more powerful than basketball, considering the fact that the NBA players run the whole freaking league.
They
Anyway,
do.
go ahead, Kevin.
Anyways, and so the players are never going to agree to this. So all these people that are saying we need a salary cap, why would the players agree to a salary cap? Because that means everything above that the owners get to keep. All of it.
It's a good point. I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're
And
never
so
going
if
to
you
agree
can,
to it.
and also if we can talk, because we're talking about football, the salary cap did not stop the new Kansas City Chiefs to going to 5 Super Bowls out of 6-year span
Something like that, yeah.
and winning 3 of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They have a salary cap in the NFL. They didn't stop Kansas City from going to 5 Super Bowls.
They
Or New
traded
England
Tyreek
for
Hill.
going
still.
to 110 Super Bowls,
They traded Tyreek Hill and made them better.
and it made them better.
Think about that for a second here. But because it's so ungodly stupid. Because baseball and hockey were my first loves.
Baseball has been my first love since I was in elementary school. So
It's so ungodly dumb that we're gonna have a lockout and it's the entirety of the fault of Major League Baseball. The owners and the players have everything to do with this.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are spending $700 and something million on payroll, or like close to $1 billion in payroll,
whatever it is. Yeah.
something like that, some ridiculous number. And it's baseball's own damn fault. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also the players are the ones that are going to take the brunt of this. If a lockout happens, people are going to say, "Oh, the players are so greedy. The players are so greedy." But we're going to take it back to Family Feud earlier.
Go for it.
Go up to anybody on the street and they say, "Okay, you haven't had a cap on your salary, but we're going to put one on it now." Who's accepting that?
No, I
one.
got you.
No one.
I got you. Yeah.
So there needs to be a salary floor. Like you said, there needs to be a minimum spending threshold of
Right.
the smaller
If we're
market
gonna give-
teams.
Correct. A salary floor is more likely to happen
Yeah.
Right.
than a salary cap.
and
Salary
right,
cap
so-
in baseball is never going to happen.
If the Pittsburgh Pirates, let's say,
Yes.
Oh, for
It's a
God's
perfect
sake,
example.
right, Pittsburgh Pirates, let's say they get $21 million from all this, fallout money,
So stupid.
and they
Pittsburgh.
take 20.1 million of it and just put it in the owner's bank or whatever he does with it. It doesn't
So
get
dumb.
spent on the team.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful ballpark in Pittsburgh, too.
It's one of those ballparks that's on my list to have to see, in life
Correct.
in
I
Pittsburgh.
don't blame you. I do not blame you for a second. But Pirate fans are a perfect example of, hey, we just want to see this team freaking win because Pittsburgh
Right?
fans
Any
show
fan
up.
like that.
Pittsburgh fans are devoted and they will show up.
Yeah.
Right.
When Andrew McCutcheon won the MVP that one year,
Yeah.
Pirate fans showed up in
They
Pittsburgh.
did.
They
They
absolutely
did.
did.
They did. And
But the owner doesn't care. The owner does not care.
right? And that's why their young right-hander better start packing his bags right now
Yes,
because
God.
he's going out of town before too
Skeens
long.
is going to get
Skeens
paid.
and they're already talking about Scoble. Okay?
Yeah.
And
See,
Detroit,
I
let's
don't-
not kid ourselves. Detroit is not one of the small. It's not Miami.
Detroit's a massive market.
They
Yeah.
have money to spend.
They do from
So
the Idzik family, right?
yeah, from
Illich. Thank you, Mike Illich. Thank you.
pizza
Sorry
and all
about
that stuff, right? And so
Yeah.
the thing I just want to make this say this. All right,
Go
when it
for it.
comes to Kyle Tucker, because I'm not a big. If the Dodgers had not signed him, I think Kyle Tucker. He's only played in I thought I saw them was 214
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
in the last
this is
2 years.
breakout year, and he
There's
got-
all kinds of risk with this. But-
yeah.
My point is, we're in January, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
Kyle Tucker's been a free agent since a week after the World Series.
there's a reason why he's been a free agent
could
for
have
this long.
signed him,
There's a reason why he's a free agent for this long. There's a reason. You're right, Kevin.
right?
You're absolutely right.
And so, the Dodgers, just like they did a year ago, when
Yeah.
they swooped in at the last minute and they signed Tanner Scott, which didn't work, by the way.
Look at John.
Yeah.
John makes a great point. If I remember, the Mariners were making the '90s. Yes,
Yeah.
they had the highest profit margin. So yeah, in the late '90s. Yes, you're absolutely right. Randy Johnson, Alex Rodriguez, and all those guys. Ken Griffey
Yeah.
Jr.
Yep. And
Yeah.
so
Those are fun teams in Seattle.
they were.
Those are so
I've
much
been
fun.
to Seattle. I've seen Mariner games. Okay.
Oh, they're loud too.
Oh, they are.
If last season's Mariners were any proof of that, Seattle fans are loud. They are loud.
And so but that's my point with this. Because any team could have signed Kyle Tucker. Any team,
Yes.
right? The Mets
Oh, look
didn't
at the
do it.
Cardinals.
If you're a Mets fan, get on their rear ends about
Oh,
this,
if I'm a Met fan, I'm
Oh, man.
pissed.
right? I mean, it's
Oh.
mitigated a little bit by them signing Bo Bichette. But
Okay.
my
Bo
question
Bichette
about
is-
Bo Bichette is now the Mets have 27 middle infielders.
Okay, but Bo Bichette's also, historically speaking, he's been a better player than Kyle Tucker has over the years.
Right, because he's led the league
more
twice in
consistent,
hits, but he's got an injury history too.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
So, but when it comes to the Mets, where are they going to play these guys? They traded for Marcus Semien. He's a second baseman,
Yeah, that makes no sense.
right?
That
They
was,
traded for or they signed Polanco, He's the second.
Yeah,
baseman.
I liked Polanco in Seattle. He was not worth that much money.
No, he was not. Because remember the year before, he was absolute dog water.
Oh my God, hot dog water. Good God,
Well, it wasn't even hot water. It was ice.
we're talking
Anyway.
Queens hot dog water.
Right. So
Oh.
then they've got a shortstop who's an all-star.
Yes.
And so they bring in Bo
Lindor.
Bichette, who's also a shortstop. I guess they're saying they're going to play him at third base.
Polanco's a second baseman, actually.
He is. And so is Marcus Simeon, right?
Yep.
And you got 2 shortstops, you got 2 second basemen, you have no third baseman and no first baseman.
Well, and didn't Bichette play second some in Toronto?
He probably did.
Yeah. But your point stands. They got 50 million middle infielders.
Right. And so
stupid.
if you're Bo Bichette, you have to know you're not playing shortstop for the New York Mets.
No,
That's not
Lindor's.
happening. Right? So
If I'm like Colorado, I'm so ungodly annoyed.
if I'm a Colorado Rockies fan, I am pissed off because the Colorado Rockies, if
The
you ever
owners have
watch
money.
one of their games, has 30,000 fans there every
That
game.
ownership group has money in Denver.
Yes, they do.
They
They have
have
money in Denver.
and
If there's
that's a
any
beautiful
proof,
stadium as well.
if there is any proof that baseball needs a salary floor, I'm going to read you 5 teams that are a perfect example of this. Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Colorado,
Okay.
make a very good argument for Washington,
Okay. Yep.
Anaheim,
Yep.
and the Athletics.
Well,
Okay.
Anaheim spends money, but they give it to Anthony Rendon.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Oh my
Artie
God,
Moreno is crazy. He's crazy. But then, and I would put the Kansas City Royals on that list too.
Oh my God, the Royals, please.
I would put them on that list too because people are like, "Oh, the Royals are small markets. The Royals are small."
No,
markets.
they're not.
If you want to call the Royals small market, call St. Louis small market. But look at the difference between the two teams. St.
Yeah, but
Louis
what-
is always in there.
Also, the thing with St. Louis is that you're more likely if you tell Cardinal fans that they're a small market, you get punched in the face
Right.
because that's a
And
fan,
the Cardinal
fan
fans,
base.
there's 40,000 Cardinal fans in there every game, even though it's
That's a-
108 degrees in St. Louis.
That's a fan base that is dedicated to their
Yes.
teams.
Yes, they are.
Not even close.
Yes, they are.
Oh my God! If that
And I will-
right
and
taught
I-
us anything, yeah.
And I will say, I will echo the same point as Kevin. The Yankees have been contributing to that tax pool for years, the luxury tax. Now, I'm not going to.
Oh, the Yankees are just as guilty as this too.
But here's the thing. Everybody thinks of the Yankees as the George Steinbrenner Yankees. And in the Steinbrenner era, you are correct. Nobody spent more
Papa
than
George,
the New York, than the New
Yep.
York
And they
Yankees.
did win.
However, his son is not his father. Hal Steinbrenner is the first of the Steinbrenner family in a long time to actually consider. He said in free agency pursuit,
I remember you telling me this. Yes,
last year he was like, we don't want to go up too far over the luxury tax. That was never a concern of his father's. So
Oh my
people,
God.
the Yankees have the reputation of being the biggest spenders, and they still spend. Make no mistake, but they are not the George Steinbrenner Yankees anymore.
but
But if you think about when the Yankees started to win,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They did it with homegrown talent.
they did.
Yeah.
Yes, in the '90s. Yes,
perfect
late
example.
In the
90s.
There's
90s,
another one.
they
Yeah,
brought
there's
up
another
all,
one.
the captain and, and Rivera.
Oh, yeah.
all, guys like that.
Andy Patton, yeah.
And that's the thing that people don't see about the Dodgers either. They consistently have one of the best farm systems in baseball.
Yeah,
Seattle's
Whether
not
they
that far
think
too.
that they make these trades, they think these players will fall out of the sky.
yeah.
Nope.
They have a solid farm system.
Seattle's not that far from them too.
So
The Mariners are not that far behind.
because you have to remember the guy that's running the Dodgers came from Tampa, which has no money to spend.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
And
God's
so
sakes,
he
there's another
knows the
example.
value of a farm system. Andrew
You-
Freeman.
Yeah.
You want to get
Freeman
you
was-
want to get me pissed off about baseball? Mention any of the small market teams, and I will bash my head against the wall.
Well, I mean,
It infuriates me.
John Fisher, probably about the worst owner in sports right
Oh,
now.
God.
He's going to get.
I don't know about that. James Dolan would like a word with you.
Well, yes, but James Dolan has been saved because he fell. Well, I'm not going to say it, but he fell rear end backwards into a few good seasons by the Knicks, and now everybody's like, he's not so bad.
Oh, for God's sakes.
John-
What a
That's
joke.
because Jalen Brunson's dad worked for the Knicks. That's the only reason why that happened.
That's a good point. Yeah, but like it's anyway, before we go too far off the map,
Yeah.
Which I think we have, yeah.
let us remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that we are sports fans. We are not just Seahawk fans. We are sports fans by far.
Right.
Okay? I have 2 tattoos on my biceps to prove that. That is a great shot.
It is a good shot.
That is a good shot. But it's for those on YouTube, that was delightful.
No, you got to start watching the YouTube. If you're audio only, start watching the YouTube.
Watch the YouTube,
absolutely
please.
watch the YouTube. It's like you mentioned earlier, when you look at the flag behind me, you see my fandom. It's right there.
And then there's Dustin. Put a painting up there, Dustin, please.
I will. I'm working on stuff. I got stuff in
Please.
the works.
I know you do. I know you do. I'm not surprised that you don't. Oh, geez. Any final thoughts, guys, before we close up shop?
Oh, man, we're just, we've been talking about and getting ready for this all season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And for the playoffs, we talked about it before, the season even began. Dan, you and I were like, Seahawks are going to win the division. Dustin, you were right behind us.
Yeah, it's a
when it
wild
came
card.
to that.
Yeah.
But we all
Minnesota
thought they
Twins
were going to
fan.
make the playoffs. And so we were on board with this right from the beginning. And here we are. And so, we were able to watch football last week and just enjoy it because it's football.
Yeah.
But this week is completely different. The Seahawks are involved. So tomorrow at, 8 o'clock your time?
Oh, yeah. 8 o'clock our time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you're ready. Make sure your beverage of choice is ready. Whatever food is you want is ready. And just settle in, Seahawk football, and enjoy.
Amen to that. Dustin, what do you got?
Oh, man. I am nervous about tomorrow's game because that's how I am. I take it too seriously. We are fans. And we do it because we love it. And it's another. I really enjoyed doing this episode with you guys. I never know where it's going to go. It's always a fun time. And let me just say, even if you're not a Seahawks fan, check us out because we talk a lot more about a lot more than the Seahawks. But man, I'm fired up to watch the game tomorrow. I'll be nervous the whole time, and I'm hoping that if we do a post-game show after, I'll be very relieved on the post-game show.
We wear our emotions on our sleeves.
Yeah,
literally.
So, literally, you do. All you had to do was watch when they lost to the Rams weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
We went live right after that, and we were subdued.
Amen to that. Amen
Okay,
to that.
so you'll know right off the bat when you watch us if you didn't watch the game at all, when you see us next, you'll know.
Please. Amen to that. With that being said, from the great state of Texas and Valley Fantasy Live is Kevin Wilson. From No Credits Required in upstate New York, Dustin Henry. I'm Dan Cruz. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. We'll see you all in this life, and most certainly the next one. Enjoy the game, guys. Go Hawks.